All right, Shalom. Start first by giving all praise and glories unto Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect. Shalom. All right, it's just a quick lesson I'm going to do, and I hit the brothers, through the group chat and asked them, I said, Shalom, do you Akim have scripts on the last captivity? On this is the last captivity. And this is what we got. All right, me and the brother Matazah was up, kind of hitting a few precepts. I'm going to break them down and close out. All right. This is a wean with milk type lesson anyway. So it says, the brother said, Jeremiah 23:7-8. King James Version, of course, it says, therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, saith, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, because we were originally in captivity under the Egyptians, and then the Exodus happened, time of the Passover, we walked out of Egypt, when Egypt was destroyed, and that was a mighty event in the earth. Okay. A lot of other nations, and there's other accounts like the Sumerian account took note of that, like a different other historical books all took count of that in the earth at that time, and so it was a mighty event from the Most High God Yahweh. Okay, now the day to come is going to be different from that. Okay, it's going to be greater than that. It says, but the Lord liveth, which brought thee up out. Brought thee, which led thee, the seed of thy house of Israel out of the north country. But this is the north country, okay? North America. That's the easy way to say it to you, to get you to understand. But really, it's other countries. We're scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. A lot of us are in South America, Central America, and right here in North America. Okay, but we're in amongst every nation scattered. Okay, with the spirit of Israel, okay? Though we may look like the heathens that were mingled amongst, all right? It says, and from all countries whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. So all the Israelites, include the scattered, the confusion of face, that are of the seed through their father line of Israel, okay? They're all going to be in the land of Israel as Israelites. They're not going to be looked at as okay, they're going to be back as the Israelites with their own Israelite look, with our own. It says, Amos 9:11-15 says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David, okay, that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. We were in ruins, okay? We are in ruins, okay? We're on the come up now, though, okay? Because when the time of King David and his army and his whole house and in his kingdom, when he was ruling, the world was set right, okay? Everything was in proper perspective. He was going around conquering other nations. He began the conquest under King Saul. And then once he became king, he just set it off so tough that by the time his son Solomon got on the throne, he could have just peace. Okay, so he gonna bring us back to that time when we were mighty warriors. We were under obedience of Yahweh. Okay, and the time to come is gonna be like that, but even greater, because we're also gonna be up under King David and Yahweh Shai, as well as Yahweh at the top. Okay. It says, that they may possess the remnant of Edom, because right now we're in captivity under Edom. Edom is Esau. Edom is the so-called white man. Okay, well, that's his character in his. Okay, if you look at his actions, the real Edomite pushes out the most wickedness on the planet, and it's a natural thing unto him. The rest of you heathen and 2/3 Israelites that are just as wicked is because conquered by the world, and there's no fear, and you heathen are just brute beasts, but there's no fear of Yahweh yet. Okay, but it's coming in this day we're talking about. It says that's why it's the tabernacle of David. He also had a mighty army that conquered the known world, or conquered the world, even over here to the Americas when nobody had been over here. All right, it says, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as the days of old, in the time when he ruled. It says, and they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen which are called by my name, said the Lord that doeth this. He gonna gather all the people, okay, and be up under subjection of Yahweh, with his own chosen people, the Israelites, and then everybody in subjection to the Israelites. Going to have fear for Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Yasharallah. Okay? It says, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper. The slave is going to rise up, okay? And that's what's going to happen. We're going to rise up and come up out of this captivity. All right? But we and shoot them off. No, with Esau and all his army, no way. That don't happen that way. We do it through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, putting all trust in him, and he will raise us up to do it, okay? And it's an appointed time. You're reading these scriptures to tell you exactly, all right? And we're at that time to happen. The spiritual warfare has already begun, okay? We already demolished it in the spiritual warfare, okay? Right hand versus the left. It says, anyway, it says, but we're going to get up out of this captivity with that. The plowman, the slave is going to overtake the slave master, is another way to say it. It says, and they can tell right now, too. These Edomites can tell. All right, it says, and the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed. The one that plant the field isn't the one that actually do the work to till it, okay? We're going to overtake him. It says, it says, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. And I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them. Those inhabited cities of Israel, okay? That's owned by the Israelites. It says, and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them. And I will plant them upon their land, the Israelites back in the land of Israel, not them gutter rats, Khazar, Jewish, Semitic, we're Shemites, and he is a Shemite, the Hebrew Edomite, okay? He does come out of the line of Shem. There's other nations that come out of him too, though. Heathen nations that come out of Shem as well, okay? Anyway, not and then it's got to be built up for a kingdom of priests, okay? That's the lifestyle of Yahweh Shai on down, okay? The real Israelites, okay? Anyway, it says, and they shall no more be pulled out of their land which I given them, okay? The land that he has given us, we're never going to be taken out of there again, okay? Because this is the last captivity. It says, said the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, okay? It says, Isaiah 14, 2 and 3. It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Who's our oppressor? Okay? Esau's our oppressor. Okay? The heathen are our oppressors, but we're going to rule over them. Okay? We're going to take them captive, who captives we were. So we're going to take the slave master. Okay? The slave is going to overtake the slave master. Just like in the movie Birth of a Nation. They fought back and lost, but they didn't stay solely in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. That wasn't the time then. When Nat Turner rose up through the Bible, okay? He still rose up carnally. Well, we're going to rise up completely in the spirit. shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, because we're all in sorrow, and from thy fear, we're in fear, and from the hard bondage. Captivity has hard bondage. Okay, when we were in Egypt the first time, in Egypt, it said that we will serve bondage. Brought you out of the land of bondage. Okay, let me see if I can get that right quick. Let's go to we're gonna go right to Exodus 20. Okay, it says, where it's not that, it's 2. Yeah, Exodus 20 and 2. It says, I am the Lord Yahweh, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Okay, this is a bondage, man. This captivity is bondage. In this place, if you go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, the 68th verse, you'll see that this is Egypt again. Another time we're serving this type of captivity and bondage, okay, and servitude unto a heathen. All right. Last Egypt was amongst the Egyptians. This Egypt, we're captive of the Edomites. Okay. All right. So it says, back in Deuteronomy, for the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, from thy fear, and from thine hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. Okay, we're gonna go to Deuteronomy 30 and 2, verse 3, and in verse 3 it says, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that then the Lord Yahweh thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither thou, Lord Yahweh thy power, has scattered thee. Because we're scattered amongst all those things. That's the gospel. You that are Israelites that are scattered, believing that you are heathen, when the SHIT hits the fan, y'all get to come back. After death by pain, or if you're of the elect, after salvation. Okay? So after that time happens, then you get to be Israelites. That's good news. We get out of this captivity. This is the good news. This is the last captivity. Okay? This is the real gospel, good news. Okay? As Amatazah says, Jeremiah 32 through 30, chapter 32, verse 37 through 40, the King James Version says, behold, I will gather them out of all countries whither I have driven them in mine anger. And that lets you know, because we were all with King David, we were all together in Israel. Okay? We're all together. This time we come out of captivity, we're all scattered. So that's how you know it's talking about the future prophecy of coming out of Egypt again. Okay? I'm in Egypt from Revelation. Okay, it's a different description. It wasn't sodomy like that. Wasn't rampant in Egypt back then amongst us. Okay. Anyway, well, it's not. Anyway, it says, behold, I will gather them. This is Jeremiah 32, 37 through 40. It says, behold, I will gather them out of all countries, whither I have driven them in mine anger, and in my fury, and in great wrath, and I will bring them again unto this place, and I will cause them to dwell safely. Okay? We're going to leave the gates open in the land of Israel, so all the heathen can day and night bring in all their increase, bring it all to us. Okay? And we're not worried about nobody coming in and sieging our city. Because after World War III hits, and Yahweh Shai comes with the angels, with the Air Force, and just clean the earth, you know, with the missile fire, with the concentrated fire from the chariots, nobody's ever gonna step foot, bow hand or anything in anger or in malice toward Israel ever again. Okay, this is the last time that this happens, and it's gonna be a little more bitter. It's more bitter right now. You see, it's getting more bitter and bitter, but it's gonna be super duper worth it and sweet when we get into the kingdom of heaven. There's things that we can't even dream, luxury that we can't even imagine. Okay? You walk through these Vegas casinos It's all types of luxurious things, marble, so on and so forth, gold, line, this and that. And this is nothing compared to what Yahweh has in store for us in the kingdom of heaven. All right? Why Yahweh Shah? Anyway, it says, and they shall be my people, and I will be their power. Okay? Right now, our whole nation isn't under Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. You got people calling on Jesus Christ. They got people in Allah and all types of other crazy doctrines and atheists and all types of madness. Okay? But after what Yahweh brings to the earth, just like Egypt, the plague's gonna hit this place first, and then the army gonna get taken out. Well, we rise up and become the next power on the earth. Okay? And as that happens, you know, we gonna know the difference between now and then. Okay? Then we gonna rejoice, man. All right? We're gonna be given that power over the nations. All right? Anyway, it says, and I will give them one heart, one mind, one way, the one righteous way, with no sin, no flaw. Okay? And then we'll reap all the blessings from Deuteronomy 28th chapter. Okay? Top of the chapter. All right? It says, that they may fear me forever, everlasting. Okay? For the good of them and of their children after them. And I will, right? Everybody gonna live good after that. It says, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them, that I will not turn away, put my fear in their hearts, that they shall not depart from me. And we continue to depart. We're still away from him. We're trying to get back to him now. You know? But after he puts the laws and all that into our inward parts, and he puts us through this very fearful trial, man, he's never going to turn. We're going to be perfect, and he's never going to turn from us, okay? That's the new covenant, okay? It's in addition to keeping all those laws of the old covenant, so that still stands. But then it's also that he going, if we have faith in him, he going to put us right into our inward parts. But we got to go through this last captivity, okay? It says Zephaniah chapter 3 through verse 16 through 20. In that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, fear thou not, and to Zion, let not thine hand be slack. It says, the Lord Yahweh, thy power in the midst of thee is mighty. He will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee in singing. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it is a burden. Okay? This reproach is a burden unto him that we acting the way we acting, but it's mainly with us. Okay? We're the ones gotta go through it. Gotta go through it. Afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather those Israelites, okay? His woman, the bride, okay? The Israelites. It says, and I will get them praise and fame in every land. And if you didn't know, the Israelites are the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the confusion of faces scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay? All our people are scattered like that. Okay? It says, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out. And I will get them praise and fame in every land. We don't have praise and fame in every land right now, okay? We don't have praise and fame. We're looked at as the scum of the earth, okay? We're in the lowest positions in we're the beggar on the dunghill right now, okay? This will be the greatest rags to riches story. Brothers have said it time and time again. This will be the greatest rags to riches story ever. Okay, because no glory will ever top this glory. Okay, the scriptures tell you all that have been done to Israel had not been done since time of man on earth. Had never been as bad as we've dealt with this and we've been through, that we're gonna go through. Okay, still some to come. Some real hard and bad. Okay, it says behold, at that time, I read that. It says I'll read it again. It said, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out. Right? At that time will I bring you again. We don't have any inheritance with the world. We don't possess any inheritance with the world. Okay? No one recognizes us completely as a nation. There's blacks. They don't even, what are blacks? That's a color. There's Mexicans, there's different Hispanics and Native Americans, and there's South Americans, and we're not all called the Israelites, nor are the ones that scattered called Israelites also. Okay? It says that, and that's a shame. We don't hold a seat on the UN Council, in the World Council. Okay? It says, for I will make, and the time I'll bring you, where did I go? Behold, at the time, it says, at that time will I bring you again, even in that time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord Yahweh. Okay? You're going to turn this captivity back. And we're going to be on top again, man, as it's supposed to be, as the intention of the world when it was made. But this was the agreement, this was the process we had to go through the serpent, lion, and Eve accepting it and then feeding it to us. Okay? This is that process. But now the truth about what the serpent said is about to come to life. And we will be like gods, knowing good and evil. Okay? It says Hebrews 8:10 through 12. It says, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind, I will write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord. We won't have to be out there teaching you, telling you, hey, know the Lord. Fear the Lord, he's coming. Okay, and wrath. We won't have to tell you what you do to keep the laws of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua in the assembly. Okay, even in ancient times, and read the book of the law. Okay, we always kept that office and that ordinance, of reading the law. And so that's why you look at these high holy days, we was always reading the law also. Okay, it says, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more. Because we're going to be righteous, man. He just going to bless us and bless us. We're going to be righteous after that. The brother Matazara reads Ezekiel 36:24 through 26. It says, for I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries. We weren't scattered in all countries back then. We're scattered amongst all countries now. Okay, and will bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you. He's going to put it in our inward parts, okay? We're not going to be filthy anymore. He's going to sprinkle this clean, pure word unto us, and it's going to make us right when he writes it into our inward parts. Okay? It says, and a new spirit will I put within you. He's going to put his spirit within us, okay? He's going to have us knowing that he is. We're going to understand that he truly rewarded us. Okay? That we're the Israelites. All right? We're the real children of God. Okay? All right? It says, and ye shall be clean. And that's them made with the white garments. Okay? All right? And then it becomes a whole nation. Because the whole nation, those that get salvation going to be made white. okay, the elect. But the nation of Israel gonna have that white garment on. 2/3 after death by pain. Okay, it says, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness, dealing with, and from all your idols will I cleanse you. Okay, dealing with all these idols and all these crazy practices that we do. And even in this time, a lot of us hear about it, but and they just keep going with it, keeping the demons on you. Okay, well, you will have to know it after death by pain. It says, a new heart will I give you, a new spirit, and I will put within you, and will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and will give you a heart of flesh. Right now, we got the stony heart, man. We're going to get the heart of flesh when he writes it in our inward parts. All right? And then after that, we'll say Daniel, the 7th chapter, 13. Let's jump around that chapter a little bit. It says, I saw in the night vision, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and brought him near before him, and there was given him dominion and glory from Yahweh. That's Yahweh Shai getting dominion and glory from the top. An everlasting dominion, okay? It's going to say that. It says, and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. This is Yahweh Shai in the Old Testament. Daniel's prophesying about him, okay? It says, not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed, okay? But this is verse 18. The saints of Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Okay, an everlasting kingdom, okay, that will not be taken down. This is the last captivity. All right, so, and the kingdoms and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, shall be given by Yahweh unto us. The rags to riches, trading places, okay? You can see how he said he was going to bring the beggar from the dunghill in 1 Samuel, the 2nd chapter. All right? It says, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. And that was the 27th verse. Okay? In Daniel, the 7th chapter. Brother Matazah reads Isaiah 43, 5 and 6. 5, 6, and 7. It says, King James Version, of course, fear not, for I am with thee. I will bring thy seed from the east and gather thee from the west. And I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Give me my people Israel, all of them, according to their fatherland, through their spirit, okay? Through the seed, okay? It says, and my daughters from the ends, keep not back. Bring my sons from far, and my daughters from the end of the earth. The whole nation of Israel is going to be back. For I have created him for my glory. I have formed him, yea, I have made him. Okay, talking about Yahweh Shai, who's going to execute the plan, the blueprint of Yahweh. Okay, and with that, I told the brother, the water for that, shalom, peace unto him, and this was a lesson, right? So hopefully, Lord willing, you're edified by this. Giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Amakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the helpful elect. Shalom, to Wada Matazah.